Hi guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I'm gonna be installing TensorFlow on Windows with GPU support, and it's gonna be a tedious video. Okay, it's not as easy as installing PyTorch, in which you just run a command line and you got Torch installed. So here's a website for TensorFlow, which is pretty much just a runtime for Keras nowadays. But okay, so we got information here on how to install. If you guys go to install, there's a bunch of information here. Here's the part that I want to emphasize. So let's see. So there's a bunch of stuff going on. So pretty much okay, let's break it down. I'm not gonna use the latest version of TensorFlow because the latest version of TensorFlow doesn't have GPU support on Windows anymore. So if you want to have GPU support on TensorFlow, you're gonna have to use Linux or Windows Linux subsystem for Windows, and I don't like to do that. I like to run a native version at least. So yeah, so I'm gonna use TensorFlow 2.10. I'm gonna give you guys instructions on how to get the setup that I have. Okay, so pretty much you guys gonna need at least Python 3.8 to do that. We're gonna be installing the version of TensorFlow 2.10. Okay, I have file to do that. We also gonna need the version of CUDA. Here you can see a version of CUDA for TensorFlow 2.10 is 11.2. So we also gonna need a file, and the CUDA version is 8.1. So there's a bunch of stuff that we need to get in order to install this. Okay, let's start for the file. So I have this folder in which has the files that we need in order to install TensorFlow with CUDA support. So let's get started. So the first thing you guys gonna need is to install CUDA itself. So let's see how we can do that. You guys can search on the web for CUDA 11.2, CUDA Toolkit 11.2, and you guys can go to this website. But let's do that. CUDA Toolkit 11.2. We go here, and there's Windows, and there's 10 architecture here, 10. Where you guys have the executable file, and here you can download. You can click here download, and you guys gonna get this file. Okay, pretty easy. Let's install this file first. So just to show you guys, I don't have TensorFlow installed. Let me open CMD. I have pretty much a clean environment for Python. I don't have TensorFlow installed. Okay, if we do pip list, you guys gonna see the libraries that I have. I have Torch, which we talked in the last video with GPU. So easy, right? Torch is so easy to install with GPU support. So let's install this file. Here we got the instruction. So this is pretty much just to instruct files, and I have done that. So this is the instructed files. Let's click here. Okay, we cannot do that. We're gonna have to extract again because we lost permission for some reason. We're gonna have to do it all over again. I'm gonna search this. Okay, extracted files. I'm gonna delete all of this. Delete. Okay, let's extract again. It should take a while to do this process, but as soon as it's done, we're gonna be following. So that's a bunch of stuff that, as I said before, I'm running. Let's search for TensorFlow. It is on the 2.16 version, but I run a older version. So let's see, I run 2.10. I have the file here, guys. This is the one that I'm running for Python 3.8. So this is 2.9, which is what was working. So this I don't need anymore. I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna use this. Okay. So yeah, 2.10.1 is it? Yeah. So you guys can see the website, which is from November. Okay, that's November 16th. So yeah, it's gonna pretty much be very complicated. Okay, so we got the CUDA Toolkit downloaded here. You guys also gonna need CUDA, and for this version, you guys need CUDA 8.1. Okay, so you guys need to download this file. So we're gonna come back, download CUDA. We need to look for that specific version. As I said before, guys, 10. Let me see here. Okay, so if we install this, it's not gonna work. Okay, you guys need to remember that we need for TensorFlow 2.10, we need CUDA 8.1. Really complicated. So we're gonna have to go here and we're gonna search for 8.1, which should be from January 26, okay, which is for CUDA for 11 and 11.1, 11.2. So here are the windows. So we are downloading that file. It should be the same file, which is 665 megabytes. And this one is 665 megabytes. So it's pretty much the same file that I have. So that that download, I think we have extracted the files. So these are the files. Let's click on setup, and this is going to start the installation of CUDA. Let me see. Do I have another instance running? It seems that I do, right? Yeah, I'm gonna close this one. I just run one. I'm gonna run a simple neural network example, okay? Let's call it ChatGPT. Write a simple MLP with keras. I wanna test that. And I'm gonna create a new file. I'm gonna run it here, guys. I'm gonna work on workspaces. Let's go MLP, right? Create a new folder. Call me.py. Okay. Let's install TensorFlow first. Okay, it should be, this code should be working. Let's install TensorFlow first. Yeah, okay, it should be running. Wow, I'm installing a bunch of stuff. So we got the Intel version. Interesting. I don't know why we got the Intel version. It's pretty much, I think it's the optimized version for MQL. We got a NumPy. I want to run this just to see if we can get, okay, this is we're gonna solve this, okay? Don't worry, we're gonna solve this. It's pretty easy to solve, but I know installing TensorFlow Windows is pretty much a huge mess, but okay. I want to test this. Installation of TensorFlow is not yet done, so we pretty much installed the universe here. So many libraries. You guys can see the blow here. It's like Google Pasta. What is that? What does that do? Let me see. I think we are almost finished here. We're gonna fix this later, okay? I just wanna run this example of a neural network running on CPU because we don't have GPU support yet. So this is gonna run on CPU first. But yeah, we are almost there with this part. Yeah, but I'm limited by the technology of my time. Let's see, that this should be done first. This should be done in an instant, but it's not there yet. Okay, to fix this, you guys gonna need to install this NVIDIA Framework SDK. So we're gonna have to do that. But the installation is not yet done. I'm gonna run this just to see what's gonna happen. As expected, TensorFlow.python is not a module, okay, because we didn't have TensorFlow installed yet. But yeah, the installation is still going. And as I said before, guys, you guys gonna have to extract this. So let's extract this. So you guys will have to extract this CUDA DNN 11.2 file, and we got this, which is pretty much a bunch of folders with runtimes here. We got CUDA in ops train 64, CUDA in ops infer. Why is the infer bigger than the train? I don't know why. But we're gonna have to copy these files to a specific folder. Just need to remember to do this. Okay, copy this. The installation is not yet done. I don't know why, but my system's really slow. For some reasons, really slow. Okay, we're done now. Got a bunch of warnings here, probably because of the cache libraries that I have previously. Okay, but we now have TensorFlow. Let's run this code. Should be running on CPU, so I'm gonna be watching the CPU core usage if it's gonna work. I think first we're gonna download the. Okay, it's running, but it's running on CPU, as you guys can see. GPU is not using GPU. This here is because of let me see, guys. Okay, I think I broke. okay. We should have CUDA here. We are running this on CPU. We know that for sure. To have CUDA here, guys, on your system to show up, you guys gonna have to GPU scheduling, GPU settings. Okay, we're gonna have to go to GPU. GPU settings or graphic settings. And you guys gonna go to display. Actually, I'm gonna go to GPU. Let's start graphic settings. Change your default graphic settings, and you guys will have to disable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. If you guys do that, CUDA will appear here, so you guys can see exactly how much of the CUDA cores are being used when training. This is also shows the CUDA usage, which is being used by 30% right now, because I'm running a model on OBS to blur the background. So the background blur comes from this plugin for OBS. So this is using CUDA. Got some stuff to do. So we're gonna fix this. Okay, we're gonna open up control panel, and we're gonna have to install that program called FrameView. I'm gonna search for FrameView. I'm gonna have to install this. It's gonna take a while. I don't think it's gonna. Okay, we install. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna try to. Okay, I already extracted this, so no, we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to extract all over again. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to do that all over again. Let's create a new folder here. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to do that all over again. Okay, let's go to. I'm gonna go with this folder here. I'm not, because we're gonna have to do that every time, and I don't want to do that. Create a folder every time. I'm gonna have to extract these files, so I'm just gonna extract to a temporary location. But yeah, you guys can see. Also, I'm gonna have to disable that filter that blurs the background. So guys can pretty much see that my GPU usage now should be normalizing. It's lower because I removed that effect. Okay, so it's pretty much the GPU usage that you guys can see normally on the system. My CPU is going crazy right now because we are extracting those files. So this should fix the problem that we were having with the installation of CUDA on Windows. Okay, yeah, so you guys just need to pay attention for this small detail, that you guys need to match the CUDA and CUDA version. But I think that people are probably gonna leave TensorFlow behind, especially because on Keras 3 there's support for Torch. So Torch is gonna be Torch is gonna be the default framework for Keras moving on, I think. And also there's JAX, which doesn't work on the Windows quite yet, but I think we're gonna see more and more. So you guys can see here the node. Okay, so let's read this node. Okay, GPU support on native Windows is only available for 2.10 or earlier versions. Starting ETF 2.11, CUDA build is not supported. For using TensorFlow GPU on Windows, you need to build or install TensorFlow in WSL2 or TensorFlow CPU with TensorFlow DirectML plugin. So there's a way to use GPU using DirectML backend, but DirectML backend is not as fast as CUDA, but that's that. So we extracted the files. Let's see if we're gonna be able to install CUDA. You guys can see here the version, which is CUDA 11.2. Okay, you guys need to be very careful when watching which version of CUDA you guys are installing. So there's a bunch of variations, and the small details might make the installation not go well or go as planned. So that's something that you gotta be watching. But yeah, okay, so we were able to get to this point. Next, we're gonna totally read this license. Okay, Express. Next, I understand. Okay, preparing for installation. This should be done quite easily, right? It's so easy to install TensorFlow. I don't know why people are not enjoying this experience. It's so easy, right? So easy to install TensorFlow. Okay, you guys remember when you have to write all that boilerplate to add two numbers? Okay, we miss TensorFlow so much, right? The old times of TensorFlow. I know whether pretty much all the DeepMind team is using JAX right now. Let's see. This is gonna take a while. I should probably put something here for the time to pass quicker. But let's see. Preparing for installation. We didn't see a pop-up window just yet. But yeah, So we should be able to make this run on GPU. I should probably time it, right? I should probably time it. Let's run for epochs. Let's import time. From time, import time. The training is here. So let's go start equals time and end equals time. We're not gonna run this evaluation code. Let's clean this up. It took seconds to run for 4 epochs. Let's see input format. Let's do end minus start. So this should time the time that it takes to run this for 4 epochs. I'm gonna take this validation split. Okay, I think this is good. Let's just make this cleaner. He's using a list of layers, okay, but okay, the installation is being done. Okay, they should be ending soon, guys. The end is near. They should be ending soon. Okay, later we're gonna run this before and after we're gonna run before we install the TensorFlow version with GPU support, and later the version with GPU support to see the difference in time. It should be a lot faster if we have like big matrices, like 100,024 here and 128 here. So these big matrices, we're gonna see a huge jump in performance by running them on GPU. Is the installation done yet? I think we are getting close to the end, but we've been recording for over 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to cut it down this video. Okay, I think the installation is we're getting closer to the end, guys. I promise. Okay, Rise is installing something with the NVIDIA Shield. I saw something about NVIDIA Shield right there. It's just Node.js. Like, CUDA is definitely bloated, right? It shouldn't be this runtime. That's a lot of stuff in it. NVIDIA Shield wireless controller driver. NV module tracker. That's a lot of stuff we saw on my computer. Pretty much a lot of stuff. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the installation of this. NVIDIA GeForce Experience. Okay, that's interesting. So if I install CUDA, I'm gonna have GeForce Experience installed, so I can record my gameplays, right? Like all the software from NVIDIA comes from this package, it seems, right? It's because okay, we're done. Okay, let's close this. So we installed the CUDA. So you should be able to see here a local disk, program files, NVIDIA. What is NVIDIA? Okay, NVIDIA GPU computing toolkit here, CUDA 11 bin. Okay, so we're gonna have to paste that code, those folders. We're gonna copy this. Okay, these 3 folders, yes, that we downloaded. This is the CUDA files that we extracted, and we're gonna paste here. This is program files, NVIDIA GPU computing toolkit, CUDA v11.2. Okay, we're gonna paste. We're gonna replace some files. We're gonna continue. So that's pretty much all that we need for now. Okay, so NVIDIA CUDA should be installed now. I got a new driver here, you guys can see, because of my location, but it's behind me. Okay, I got a notification for a new driver. Let me show you guys. Oh, okay, it disappeared. Okay, so let's run this. We're gonna be running this network on CPU first. We are using a Intel backend, which is interesting. I think this probably runs faster on an Intel CPU. So it's gonna take probably around 30 seconds for 1 epoch on the MNIST dataset. So this is pretty much a neural network, okay, that ChatGPT wrote for us. We're gonna be running a lot of this type of code in the future, okay, guys? If you guys like this kind of content, definitely subscribe. We're gonna be writing a lot of code for deep learning in the future. Also, let's see, 23 seconds, not bad for this kind of problem, but we are still limited. So we can pretty much check the resources. So here we got a bunch of information. So if we go with CPU, so this should take around 50 seconds to train 4 epochs. let's see. Should be done soon. Okay, so 89 seconds. Okay, 89 seconds. So a minute and a half. Okay, so we have GPU TensorFlow installed on our computer, but it's not the GPU version. So to install the GPU version, we're gonna first uninstall TensorFlow. We're gonna run this command to uninstall TensorFlow. Yeah, I messed up that command. Uninstall TensorFlow. Okay, we uninstall TensorFlow. We're gonna do pip install, and we're gonna copy the path for that file, this file that I downloaded from the PyPy website. I'm gonna copy this path. We're gonna paste here. It's not pasting. Why is it not pasting? Okay, it's not pasting. It's not pasting the path. Let's try again. Okay, it's not. Okay. We're gonna have to go there, guys. We're gonna have to go there. CD downloads. CD CUDA. There. I'm gonna have to do this manually for some reason. Okay. I don't know what to do. Okay, this is going to be very hard. 0.10, 0.1, 38. CP 38 /win AMD 64. Well, so this should be the file. Okay, we installed TensorFlow with GPU support. Let's see, it should be done soon. So we got Keras. Let's see what we're installing here. Okay, we are uninstalling all those Python libraries that we had previously installed because of the TensorFlow installation, which pretty much installed like a bunch of stuff. But it should be done soon after almost 30 minutes of going on this. But let's see, this should be fairly easy to do, right? IO we are using. Okay, we are using a lot of IO here. But the installer is not that big actually. It's just like 400 megabytes, which should come already with a runtime for a nice backend like ROCm. But yeah, okay. If only TensorFlow had a nicer and easier way to install Windows. Installing CUDA. Okay, we installed. You guys got that warnings there. Let's run this now, and this should be running on GPU. So if you see 99% here, guys, it's because it's running on GPU. Let's see. Yeah, it's running on GPU now. You guys can see here it's 80% of GPU. Here we got information. So we are on device 0, which has 4 gigabytes of device. Here we got the name of the GPU. We said NVIDIA GTX 6060 Super, and we are running way faster now than we did with the CPU version, as you guys can see. I think we took like 90 seconds, and now we just took 33 seconds, so it's like 3 times faster. But that's the whole thing about initializing the code. Okay, so after quite a while we were able to install TensorFlow on Windows. Okay, thank you guys for sticking with me until the end. But we were able to install TensorFlow on Windows with GPU support. Okay, so we're gonna be using this for Keras, which is a library that I like very much for prototyping models and training. So easy to do so with Keras, even easier than with Torch. But Torch does have what advantages we're gonna be talking about in the future. But that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit like button and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.